So basically I can direct you to all of them, which is quite nice. So what I'll say now is if you pop back to the room to the left, because I want to... Well, actually, no. Before we do that, press the Y button.
Oh.
You can do it. So, if you go back to the room to the left...
Nice.
So, they don't actually teach you this, which I feel they probably should do, because it is a somewhat important technique, is either pressing the Y button or, I believe, the left trigger, you can fire a suction cup. And firing the suction cup allows you to sort of obviously hit things and pull them away. It's going to be very helpful for taking on some bosses as we go along. Also some other regular ghosts, because they like to sort of, you know, block things. They can pick up shields. That's how you get rid of those. And it's really quite fun. If you want another little secret, try suction power on the vending machine.
On the vending machine? Okie dokie, like. What are you doing, Luigi? Trying to have fun?
Yeah. Bloody hell, egad.
Okay, I'll allow myself to be railroaded just a smidge. Yeah. Install these knobs and whatnot, and whatever the hell this is going to do. Huh. Okay. Oh, I guess he can talk to us from there.
Basically, I mean, it's another way of talking to us that's not the virtual boo. And also, it gives you map data.
That's very helpful.
So, whenever you get a new floor, it will basically give you a map of said floor. So you'll always have a map of wherever you are going to be, which in a way is a little bit of a spoiler for sort of the layouts of some of the places. But then equally, it does just make it easier to flow through. So you're never really stuck, I suppose.
Well, I mean, you had a map in the first game, and that didn't reveal all the secrets.
Well, exactly. So, like, you can see what the layout of the floor is, but it doesn't solve any of the problems for you.
Super helpful. You got it. Might. Heavy emphasis on might. Alright, we'll test it. Oh my god, I'm not going to go blind, am I?
You're not going to go blind, but it is exactly what you think it's going to look like.
Oh my.
Oh yes!
The EGAD hotline.
Do it, do it, do it.
With the low frame rate and everything.
It's amazing! I was not expecting this, and I love it.
So much personality.
I know, and it's one of those things where it is such a sort of going, the Virtual Boy was shockingly bad, but I think it's one of those things where it was ahead of its time. It tried to do something that nothing else was doing at that point, with the technology that they had available. And obviously it didn't work, but it was cool that they tried.
Really, EGAD? Well, I guess we'll just go searching for your crap then.
Yeah, that's basically how it always works.
Nice. So I guess we are going to go to floor number 5. I don't know if it was going to railroad us there. I would have gone back to that place and checked the thing.
Yeah, no, it's alright. If you want to do some proper gem hunting at any point, I'd say that you're best off waiting until we've got our little friend.
Fair dues, mate. I assume that was just to mask loading times for the whole floor.
Basically, yes, I believe so.
Hey man, getting to go to a new level and whatnot is pretty good for a short load time.
And I mean, the lift's load times are never that bad. And also because it is always in the lift, there's very few actual loading screens that you're going to see.
Really now? Alright. Shades of Dark Moon, coming back to me.
Hello.
Yeah, he does ring you a little bit. Not too much. Like, he's definitely nowhere near as persistent as he was in Dark Moon.
Here we go, the suction shot.
Finally he mentions it.
There you go. So you don't get a tutorial, you just get, like, a tutorial screen.
Yeah, I mean, part of me wishes that, you know, they kind of had mentioned it a little bit earlier. Because I did spend a while going, how the hell do I get this washing machine open?
Yeah.
Because I was trying sort of all the things that I knew that I had at my disposal, but didn't realise that, even though I knew that it was a thing in the game, but it just didn't sort of pop into my brain.
Alright, you see a gem, call it out, and I'll make sure to try and get it if I can.
Okay, well, I can tell you now that, well, you can't go left, so you can only get right.
I know. I've seen the videos. Just such like an easygoing, chill game to play. I imagine it will get harder as we go on, but Luigi Mansion games are never, like, top tier difficult.
Oh, definitely not, and I wouldn't say this one is either. Like, there are certain bits that are a challenge, but I'd say that they're more of a challenge because of, it's not always 100% clear what you're supposed to do in a certain situation. If that makes any sense.
Well, I mean, it's got to have a little bit of the Resident Evil flair to it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, so, an example, and, I mean, I'm going to refer to a boss fight, but not actually tell you anything about said boss fight.
Okay.
There's a boss fight a little bit later on. It's not too far in the future, but it's a little bit later on. Where what you would perhaps think that you're supposed to do is, like, use the suction shot or use the stomp to stop him during a certain move or whatever. But that actually isn't the case. What you need to do is you need to use the strobe bulb. But because you've got so many different things at your disposal, because you've got the stomp, you've got the strobe bulb, you've got the dark light, you've got the suction shot, you do have one other tool in your arsenal which we will be getting to in the very near future, i.e. basically the end of this floor.
Okay.
And sometimes, and I definitely know in my case, I end up forgetting one of the few things that I've got on the list. So, like, sometimes I'll just forget that I've got the dark light, or sometimes I'll just forget about the strobe bulb. And I think it's because there's just maybe one too many things that you have at your disposal, and none of it necessarily evolves over the course of the game. So, me personally, I end up in a bit of a weird space with it. But that is just me.
There seems to be something in the bathtub there. Is that Egad's thing?
That is not, no. I believe you probably can suction that out, potentially. If you can't quite suction it out, try stomping. And by suction, I mean sort of just regular sucking with the poltergust.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
I just leave it in there, but you can probably just... If you just check everything with every different thing, then generally you'll find something.
Yeah. Good stuff. Gotta search for the gems. Nope, fuck all in there. I ain't laying this up. They're the ones who made the mess in the first place.
Yeah.
So I'm using my Dark Moon instincts.
You are doing the right thing, because that is how you're going to uncover a plethora of secrets.
Interesting. That? Haha.
Ding ding ding, we have a winner.
That's the kind of stuff I likes. I realise I may not be going the right way to find ghosts, but that's not what I'm looking for right now.
Well, no, you are going definitely in the right direction for the solution of where the game would like you to go. So keep going where you're going.
Okay. It's nice to just have a little bit of free reign every now and then.
Oh, definitely. I mean, pretty much, even though most floors are pretty linear in the direction that you're supposed to go to get to the various things that you need, and they will always put a massive exclamation mark destination arrow on your map. They do pretty much allow you to just explore at will on each floor, so that is nice. I think the only floor where they don't allow you to do that, initially anyway, is floor 12.
Oh, yeah. Egad, I am in the middle of a fucking ghost battle. Piss off.
Yeah, he will sometimes pester you to say, you're not going fast enough. You can, I believe, turn off the EGAD hints, which I might perhaps recommend you do, if only because, you know, you've got me here. I can be your EGAD. And to be fair, I'll be a lot more helpful than EGAD,
you do sound about as silly.
Oh, thanks.
Well, hey, you know, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's straight out of Dark Moon.
Well, I mean, it is the Dark Light, so, I mean, you'd hope so.
Okay, not as much as I was expecting there.
No, but you did get some pearls in there as well, so that's nice.
Come on. My first damage in the game. Oh.
Tom, I'm horrified.
Get in my fucking vacuum. I can't judge 3D space. No, he flew away.
He did indeed. What I would recommend is, unless they are attacking you, in which case you'll probably want to use the stomp move, you pretty much want to try and strobe most of the pests.
Yeah, fair dues.
And the reason I say that is because while most of the pests you can actually deal with in various other means, the rats will only really be affected if you only get money out of them if you strobe them. You won't get money out of them if you suck them up.
You got it. Can this be sucked? Yes, it can.
Basically everything can be sucked unless it can't be sucked.
Wise words, Rishi. Wise and prophetic. Nope.
Nope, but I will point one thing out to you. One, I think you can actually just run through a gap in the middle there. The other thing is learn to spot circles. Circles are going to be your friend.
Yeah, there we go. So what's so important about these circles then, like?
You may or may not be able to do something with circles if you, you know, maybe shoot them with something?
Okay, Rich.
Not that circle, the other circle.
Fuck me. Okay. Huh. Oh. I likes that. Yeah. Luigi get paid! Right, we're coming to the exclamation mark. We're almost there. Here we go. 508. Oh, another boss already. Interesting.
Indeed. This right here is Chambria.
Not doing a very good job of manning it up, I have to say.
I know, she's doing a pretty terrible job, but to be fair, she is clearly one of those thieving maids, so I wouldn't trust her anyway.
That's profiling, Richie, and she just fucking ate it, so you know what? I'm gonna allow it. Okay, did she turn the chest into a friggin' ghost as well?
Yes, I mean, it's one of those slightly iffy things of... This world seems to quite happily allow for... If somebody is spectral, they can make the things that they want to spectral as well.
Fair enough.
Also, please, please, please look under the bed.
Okay, Richie. I can see it.
I think you can just suck underneath it and it's all fine.
Okay. There's a big old lump there, though.
Try... just... Okay. If that doesn't work, then, yeah, you just sort of suck. It generally pulls out most things.
Feels like something's stuck there. Oh, hang on, he's calling me.
Of course he's calling you. He's desperate to get his things back.
Might have a bit of an extended ETA on that EGAD. No, it won't do at all. No. My briefs were in there, my boy. My briefs!
Bye-bye.
Need a younger assistant at EGAD, honestly.
I know, it's just like, for God's sake, man. Oh, press X! Or was that just for that? That was just for that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was just for that, I believe.
Oh, well.
And that was just for that. Oh, nice. Yeah. All over. We had a bit of gardening fun in the first game.
We did indeed. I think we also did have it in the second one as well. Though this isn't one of those. It's not the same consistent one as we had in the first game, where you had to go back to the same plants time and time again to get more and more things. This is very much. These are just sort of the one things you will see, and it's fine.
Alright, what can I see through the telescope tonight, like? The moon?
There you go.
Yeah, I saw it coming.
Always make sure to stroll ball. And these guys are very special ghosts because these are crystal ghosts. They can only be defeated by smashing, and defeating them will net you a clear crystal gem.
That's very nice, actually. So, crystal gems across the board, crystal ghosts.
Basic. Well, not all the time, but sometimes. Now, if you want those flowers to bloom, strobe bulb them.
Oh yeah, water plus light, of course.
But also, I'm pretty sure that they had very similar plants in Dark Moon as well. I will say there is a lot of Dark Moon in this game.
There is. There's also a lot of just the first game as well. It feels like a good balance between the two.
Oh, definitely. I think that's sort of what I do really like about it, is that it gets the balance right, I feel. Because Luigi's Mansion 1 was, at times, a little too open in that it just allowed you to go over absolutely everything without giving you exactly the guidance you wanted.
Yeah, understandable, really. Oh
But
no!
then Dark Moon was very much far too hand-holdy and far too linear.
Yeah. That sense of, like, danger and not knowing what to do in Luigi's Mansion 1 did really add to the atmosphere, though.
Oh, it did. And also, I can't believe you missed the full toilet roll of bills.
Look, alright, I'm just trying to live my best life over here.
Yeah, clearly, sort of. I think I do fit into the money-hungry Luigi's Mansion player, because I just search for everything. I'm just like, right, every little nut, give me all the gold that you have.
Shablam. Thankfully, we haven't gotten to the ones that have shields yet. Yes, I know about them.
Yeah, no, you haven't quite gotten to them yet, and I can't remember when they exactly turn up.
Oh, yes.
Must be in a couple of floors' time, at least.
I don't know whether it is actually quite that late. I think they do turn up a little bit sooner than that. But you are going to have a very particular, well, it's a similar situation of a fight very shortly.
Okay. You don't really have to wait long to get gold and whatnot in this game, do you?
No, they really do like giving it to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, Richie, I'm experiencing a strange emotion known as joy.
Well, I'm glad, because that's the same joy that I felt during this. Also, maybe just go into 507?
Okay, that makes sense. So I was getting ahead of myself there.
You were indeed.
Oh, I think I know what I gotta do here.
I believe you have figured it out. As long as you know... There we go. That's what you wanted, apart from the fact that it took a little bit too long to do it, and you didn't smash her.
And away she goes. Okay, we've got ourselves a multi-room ghost here, guys. And I mean, like in Dark Moon, this would be, like, 1 or 2 chapters of an entire mansion.
Oh yeah, I think that's sort of part of what makes this feel so freeing, is because you were so railroaded into each kind of episode was like a floor, but you were sort of stuck in these sort of 5 mission structures, and it was just like, just let me get the hell on with my mission, please.
Oh, hello.
Yes, she's trying to hide and doing a very poor job of it.
Couple more rooms and we should be good to go. Is there something that I can get for doing a hole-in-one?
I don't think there's a golf ball to do that.
There were, but they exploded.
Ah, you see, that'll be it then.
Alrighty. Ah!
Yeah, you see, she got very antsy in the pantsy.
Booyah! And away she goes. So much more satisfying than just getting Orange Ghost 50.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Ho-ho. Nice.
And I think that's why I'm not so disappointed in the fact that there aren't as many variety of... Well, there's not that much in terms of the variety of regular ghosts.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like there are so many boss ghosts, and they are all so unique. And there's a lot of love put into them, and they feel mostly amazing to take down. There's a couple of bosses which I am less of a fan of, and we'll get to them, but in the grand scheme of things, it's still a lot of fun.